Let's talk about the arm over arm pull event today. In a few weeks, Nationals is going to have a similar event. Why not explain how to do it a little bit better? The variation that they're going to do is going to be in the seated position. You're going to have something to put your feet up against, which is very ideal. That way you can get a lot of leg drive. So today we're going to use our Susafel stone as the base to put our feet. We have a sled hooked up. We're going to go over how to do it with a sled and how to do it with a vehicle. One thing you don't want to do is just use your arms. And we've seen this with a few athletes. They'll come in and they'll just try to muscle with their arms. You will wear out very, very fast, especially if the sled or the vehicle is heavy. That seems obvious, but for whatever reason, people don't heed that warning. Our suggestion is if it's a sled, get kind of a deep pull, like so, and then do a full extension, not just like this, but a full extension back, like so. You're kind of doing like almost like a deadlift with the rope. Pull yourself up with the rope. Scooch back up, pull again. Remember to pull yourself up every rep. If you're doing a sit-up, you're just expending way too much energy. Use the rope to your advantage. Hopefully, at Nationals and at these other contests, they'll have a staff person taking the excess rope. Otherwise, you're going to have like all this rope in your lap. You're not going to be able to move. So hopefully they'll have it moved off to the left or the right. So when you're pulling yourself up, you can take whatever rope is extra on the side, you can actually move it off to the side a little bit. Now, as you can see, it's almost like a leg press. You're pulling back as much as you can, get as much distance each pull as you can. The other thing that we see often, and I believe it's a mistake, is people wrapping rope around their arm, like one or a couple of times. I've never really seen this work very well. For one thing, if you wrap, guess what? You got to unwrap your arm in order to acquire more of the rope. It takes a long time to do so. I would highly recommend not doing that. The only time I could say to try it would be like, say, if the vehicle is at a dead stop and it's towards the end of the event, you're just trying to get inches. You're just trying to get as much distance as you possibly can. Never, ever, ever start out the pull like this. Say if you're doing a vehicle, I would say the start is slightly different. So depending on how heavy the vehicle is how deep you start. And so in other videos, we've mentioned kind of the shifting gears of first, second, and third. It applies here as well. So say you have a heavy vehicle. Oh, got the dog. Say you have a heavy vehicle. If you go in really deep like this is what's going to happen. You're going to pull and you're going to be in like third gear. You're not going to have any torque. And you're going to be like, just trying to get that thing rolling. A trick would be to put yourself in the power position where you're kind of like in a quarter squat, more or less. You're going to be way stronger in this position versus this position. If it's a vehicle and not a sled, mind you, get in this position, pull back, get that vehicle rolling, and then go up, go a little deeper with every pull. So basically you're going like first gear, just get the vehicle rolling. Second gear, it's a little bit faster. Third gear, man, you're starting to haul. The other tip is pull with aggression. Don't be passive with the rope. You want to pull with aggression, but under control. You want to come in, pull up, pull. It's a timed event, so obviously you want to go a little bit fast. Some things to consider: how it will affect your grip. Depending on how heavy the sled or the vehicle is, this is a grip event, like it or not. Halfway through, you might start losing dexterity in your fingers because you had a huge pump in your arms. So one of the other reasons why you want to use your bigger musculature in your legs and back versus your arms to pull this thing. Things that you can do to train the grip: doing like rope rows, rope pull downs, rope pull-ups or chin-ups. That conditions the hands to basically squeeze throughout the whole movement, because this will wear out your grip. In the frame? Yes. That's okay.